So this card started in Canva, and I found all these different elements and used the square. I'd bring the square over and then change it over to white and put it underneath each one of these that I made. And that's important because when I move it over into Design Space, you're going to see why. So here's where I moved it into Design Space, and remember that white box I put around some of them? When I brought it in, I hit the remove background for the white, and then that takes away this, so then I can move these different parts into the card base wherever I want. The other thing I did was using the fabulous card calc thing that Mr. Producer made for us. I put the dimensions in, so now I can change it here to the 4-bar dimensions. So now to get these different things, I go over to shapes, pick a shape, I pick the square. So here it is, my square, unlock it up here, and then you can change it to whatever size you need it to be. And then get the whole thing and slice. And now this is pulled out. And I can resize it to whatever size I want it. And I want it to fit this 4-bar thing here, so that's where I'm going to put it. Now that I know what size I want, because this is the 4-bar thing from the card calc from Mr. Producer, I can bring this over here and kind of change the size of it so it's about the same size, so I know that all the sentiment and decoration things I made in Canva will fit nicely on it. It's pretty good. So I've sliced out everything. So now you have to get all this together since I put that up there, and then choose flatten so that it will print it all together. Go over here to make. I'm not going to save it. And this is what it's going to print out. So I've made some marks here so I can cut my paper the correct way here. So I want to cut where my mark is after I measured what dimensions were. So I've got that side. Let's cut off this little end. And I'm just going to fold it in half. There we go. Now we've got our 4-bar card base. For the stencil, I'm just going to do the edges here. The other part will be covered by the card. And this is one of those stencils, it doesn't really matter where it goes. It's kind of one of those little random patterns. Now it's time to get the base glued on. Now on this base, I made this all in Canva, but I also put some fun things in here. So there's, for the sew and sewing, there's a little tailor shop right there. So that's the sew and sewing. Just as a little aside there. These are some of the other things that were cut out. Just trying to decide what I want to put on there. I know I want to put this little guy on there because he is just adorable. Just on the inside. And maybe this one. Yeah, like that. All right, so here is my craft roulette process video second bonus card here. So it's the 4-bar size. So sewing, I've got the little tailor shop there. And it's the craft store colors, and if you go there anytime after Halloween, it's going to be all red and green. And the random is the stencil that I put on the outside of the border area. Inside, I ended up going with this one instead of the blue one. Even though I like the blue one, I chose this one, and I put the steam engine on there.